Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, 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 shalom. Yashala, shalom, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Yowana representing the Warriors for Yahushai Michigan Camp. Before we start off, I want to give all praise, honor, infinite glory to. Let's turn to the east. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the Ruwa that teach what it taught us is truth. And hearty shalom to all the Akim, the Aqua, that taught us Salakia. And double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, that teach well, that taught us the truth. The elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom and shalom to all the Akim and Aqua tuning in. All right, so today's lesson, we're just gonna let the spirit flow and get into the scriptures, and just flow through the scriptures and let it come out what needs to be said. But every single day, man, we're getting closer to the end of this thing. We're getting closer to Babylon the Great being shut down, man. All right, which is a really good thing, okay? So we about to see things pop off. Salakia. So one of the biggest things that we're going to see is, all type of things. The Lord said, let's get that scripture. Let's start off with that, Matthew 24. Let's go to it. All right, so we're going to start at Matthew chapter 24. All right, we're going to get straight to it. It says, Matthew chapter 24 and 1, and Yahushai went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. All right, all these different churches, all these different buildings that you see, that the Catholic Church, the Christian Church, the Mormons, all these different denominations of these different temples, all right, which go into all these false religions, all right. Yahushua said unto them, see not all these things, all these different buildings, the churches, the plazas, the malls, all these different stores, the businesses, these companies, everything you see, what's going to happen? Verily I say unto you, there should not be left here one stone upon another that should be thrown down. So every single building in America, Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed, all right, with ICBM missiles, all right, 200 million from Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, South Korea, the UN, NATO, all right, all these nations is going to turn their back on Babylon the Great, which is America, all right, and Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is going to lose his throne. Matthew 24 and 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, all right, and why would they come to him privately? All right, because the Lord is not dealing with all nations. He's only dealing with Israel. Okay, and that's what I really wanted to drive home. All right. It says, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming? Who's coming? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Son of God. Okay, Yahweh is sending his son, Yahushai, to judge the earth. All right. What shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world? Whose end of the world? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's going to lose his kingdom. He's going to lose his rulership. Okay, the days of so-called white people being on TV, so-called white people being in the best areas of the world, them eating the best foods, drinking the best liquors, the best wine, wearing the best clothes, all that's going to come to an end. All right, the nation of Israel, our kingdom is coming, our world is coming, our society, Yasha Allah, is on the way here. The Lord said, I come quickly. All right, and what is he bringing? The kingdom of heaven. Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Right, because there's a lot of people that, that don't even know that they're Hebrew Israelites. There's a lot of people still calling on Jesus Christ. There's a lot of people following after Muhammad, Buddha, Shiva, they're following after false idols. Okay, so don't let no man deceive you. Okay, you even have within Israelite camps. All right, IUIC, HOI. You even got that new group, the Sakari expansion, Genesis. Everybody's coming out saying, the heathen nations can make it, when that's not true. Okay, the heathen nations are not going to make it to be shared in the kingdom of heaven. They're not going to share rulership with us. They're not going to be joined in with the Israelites. The only nation that's going to be saved, the only nation getting immortality, the only nation that's going to be raised up is the Israelites, man. It says, Matthew 24:5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. So you're going to have a lot of different denominations out of Hebrew Israelite groups, such as IUIC, HOI, Genesis, and other camps, all right, that go off. ISUPK, they go off, all right. So yeah, for many shall come my name, saying I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. People are going to get thrown off, just like you have people in Africa and other parts of the world where people were saying that they were so-called Jesus, okay, when that's not true, all right. And you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, rumors of war, World War III. We're hearing that every single day. For nation shall rise against nation, and that's what you're seeing. Civil war, race wars, gang wars, division amongst the people, uprising, riots, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. We're seeing famines, store closures, bankruptcies, total collapse of companies, all right? And pestilences. We're seeing new sicknesses, new diseases, and earthquakes in diverse places. We're hearing about earthquakes every single day. All right, earthquakes in diverse places everywhere. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Right, it's just the beginning. All right, so let's get to the point of what I'm saying. All right, the Lord is only dealing with Israel. Let's get that. All right. We're going to let the scripture speak, man, because it's not of our own accord. Shalom, sisters. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua. All right, so you know what I'm saying? We're not speaking on our own accord. We're speaking according to scriptures. So this is Deuteronomy 31:11. When all Israel is come to appear before the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, thy God, all Israel, not just one, not just a part, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is dealing with the elect of Israel right now. But eventually, once Babylon the Great is destroyed, once these nations are put into chains, once we're in our kingdom, eventually all Israel is going to be saved. How? Because the elect is going to basically have children. Those children are going to be the 2/3, all right, coming back after they ate that missile, all right? So it says, when all Israel's come to appear before the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, thy God in place which he shall choose, thou shalt read this law before all Israel in their hearing. All right. So the Lord was dealing with all Israel with these certain things. Let's get another one. Deuteronomy 4:1. Now therefore hearken, O Israel. The Lord didn't say all nations. Unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you. The Lord taught the Israelites. He didn't teach, all these other nations. So Genesis and pre-Sabbath, they going on. For you to do them. All right, the Lord wants us to do it, that ye may live and go in possess with Israel. All right, the Lord taught us this. He ain't teach everybody. Let's get another one. I think it's one more that goes into this. I don't think. Oh yeah, here it go, right here. This is the one I wanted. Fire. All right, so this is the scripture. This is Deuteronomy 31:9-13. And Moses wrote this law. Who wrote it? An Israelite. And delivered it to the priests of the sons of Levi. Okay, the Levites. All right, which are the so-called Haitians, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, Yahweh, and unto all the elders of Israel. Well, it didn't say Esau, Edom. It didn't say Moab. It didn't say Ham. It didn't say Ammon. It said Israel. And Moses commanded them, saying, at the end of every year, Salakia, I want to get the one where the laws were given to them. Covenant. Let's see if I can pull it up. I think it's this one, but let's see. Yeah, here it go right here. Deuteronomy 29 21. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel. The laws was given to the Israelites, them in Horeb. So the Lord, let's go to the future. All right. So the laws was given to us in the beginning. Who's going to get the laws? All right, the second go around. Okay, let's cut it for HOI, pre-Sabbath, and let's cut it for Genesis. Jeremiah 31 and 33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. Did it say the house of Edom? Did it say the house of Ammon? Did it say the whole world? No, it said the house of Israel. The old covenant was given to us. The new covenant is going to be given to us. After those days, what days? The days of Jacob's trouble, World War III, all right, the MOTB, all right, the days of the Lord's second coming. After those days, said the Lord Yahweh, I will put my law, the law, statutes, commandments. Who was it given to? The Israelites, but we couldn't keep them. We kept going off. So now what the Lord's going to do? I will put my law in your inward parts. So it's going to be hardwired within us. Just like you breathe without noticing, just like you can move and you just think and you just do things, that's how the law is going to be within us. We're never going to break the laws. We're never going to go off. The law, statutes, and commandments is going to be given to us within our inward parts, and we're going to follow them 100%. And write it in their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Who is the Lord talking to? He just said it. He said, I'm going to be the God to who? The Israelites. He's not dealing with all nations. All right, let's get another one. All right, because hey, the Lord does not dwell with all the nations. What does it say? The nations. Dang, come on. What is that scripture? Salakia. All right, this is a fire precept. Stop playing with it. All right, so this is Amos 3, and we're going to get from 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel. He's not talking to all the world. He's not talking to all nations. He's not talking to Esau, Edom. He's talking got all the Israelites out of Egypt. All right, the so-called Egyptians, they was against the Israelites. What did the Lord do to them? All right, did he show the Lord put hell on them people, man? The Lord made an example out of them. Okay, the Lord saved his people, and he totally destroyed Pharaoh and his homies, man. It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. So the Lord don't know no other nation, man. It's not dealing with no other nation. It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. That's why we be catching hell. That's why we suffer. All right? Because why? The Lord is only dealing with the Israelites, man. All right, let me get another scripture going into that. So yeah, the Lord is only dealing with the Israelites. There's no other nation that the Lord sees as far as being his people, man. All right, so let's get the scripture. Fire. All right, so it says Hebrews 12, and we're going to get it from, let's get it from 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. That's why you might, you might get in a car accident. You might lose your woman. You might have a health issue. You might have it to where your funds are low. The Lord is chastening you. All right? Because why? You're his son or daughter, and the Lord loves you. That's his way of disciplining you. If you got a child and you send them to daycare and a whole bunch of kids get in trouble and your kid was in it, you're not going to get mad at all the other kids. You're going to get mad at your kid. All right. But if you be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then you are bastards and not sons. So the so-called white man is not getting hit with curses. The Asian man is not getting hit with curses. The Arab man is not getting hit with curses. The only nation is getting hit with curses. Every time you shave your beard, you get bumps on your face. Every time you eat shrimp, crab, lobster, pork, you get health issues. Anytime you know you anytime you break the Lord's laws, you get struck down, whether it be right then and there or later on. All right. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reference, right? We have dad whoop you, oh man, dad, but you still respect him. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? So yeah, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to judge you. He's going to make you go through certain things. All right, but that's how you know the Lord is dealing with you. All right, so let's get this scripture because it goes perfect with this. All right, it goes perfect. So all Israelites are not going to come out looking like John Shaft. Every Israelite is not going to be a so-called black man. Every Israelite is not going to look, Mexican or Haitian or Puerto Rican. Some Israelites look like so-called white people. Some Israelites look like Chinese, Japanese, Russian. Okay, John 7:24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. When you in this truth, man, you cannot judge people based off how they look. You have to judge based off the spirit. When we go out there and teach, we're prophesying His word. But the people that walk up to us, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone always say, try the spirit, by the spirit. So if a so-called white man walk up, we're not going, oh, you a damn devil, you about to be in slavery. No, man, we actually try the spirit. We put out some couple of scriptures out there, see if it resonate, and it is what it is. But for the most part, most of these people that you see in this world, it's hard for you to just look at them. Oh yeah, that's an Israelite. No, the Lord said, what was that? Man, though you is at it's Deuteronomy. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because it's a beautiful scripture to go with this. It goes with this perfectly. All right, because these are the curses that the Lord put on His people. But one of these scriptures it go crazy because it's a whole bunch of Israelites. All right, there's millions of Israelites. There's thousands of us, man. It lets you know who the Israelites is, man. It's gonna drive me nuts if I can't find it. All right, here you go, right here. You see, this is cold. So this is Deuteronomy 28:62. And you should be left few in number, whereas you are as the stars of heaven for multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy God. All right, and it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and you should be plucked from off the land whither the Lord thou goest to possess it. So the Lord said, we used to be by the millions. There used to be a big number of Israelites, but we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and a lot of us was lynched, raped, robbed, murdered, totally killed. All right, taken from our land and totally disappeared, man. Some of us, you got family members and friends that you never came across again. All right, so yeah, we were left few in number. Why? Because we were divided throughout the four corners of the earth. So in order for you to say, oh yeah, that's an Israelite, there's no possible way, man. Okay, so we don't judge according to, how people look. We judge according to the spirit. All right, so yeah, Let me see if I can get this scripture to earthy. All right, because the Lord is only dealing with the Israelites. He's not dealing with, you know, it's a reason why we suffer. It's a reason why we at the bottom. It's a reason why we can't make it in this life how we want to make. All right, we want to thrive. A lot of us are talented. You Israelites are talented, smart, brilliant. Okay, but in this society, we're looked down on. Okay, so let's get this scripture. We're gonna get this. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 47. The first man is of the earth, earthy, and the second man is of the Lord from heaven. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Yahushai came here first as a man. All right, but the next time he's coming as that heavenly body. All right, that extraterrestrial body. All right, that half human, half angel type body. All right. As is the earthy, such are also that are earthy, and as is the heavenly, such are also that are heavenly. So you have the beings that are earthy, all right, the humans. Then you got the angels, and as we is born in the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. So we're going to get those angelic bodies, man. Okay, the angels, they look totally different, but the Lord is going to give us new bodies to where we're going to be able to still eat. We're still going to be able to drink. We're still going to be able to have sex and have children. Okay, the only difference is we're never going to sin. We're never going to die. We're never going to be sad, depressed. We're never going to feel pain. All right, this is the last time, and this is the end. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Right, with these bodies, we're not going to be able to get into the kingdom of heaven. Okay, these bodies are set up to sin. These bodies are set up to go out. So the Lord has to give us a new body in order for us to never break his laws again. Neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Every single Israelite is going to get a new body. Every single Israelite is going to have those laws, statutes, commandments written inside of them to where they're never going to go out. They're never going to sin. Okay? In a moment, twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound. The dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. We're going to be changed eventually. You know, our kingdom is coming. Right now, we're suffering, we're catching hell, but eventually, the Lord's going to raise us up, man. All right, let me get this scripture. I'm going to get a couple more, and we're going to close it out. Because I pretty much say at the point, man, you know, usually I do like the TikTok videos or whatever, but I was like, you know what, let me get in the scriptures. Let me just bring out some edification. You know, because the Lord, man, the Lord's about to do, he's about to do something glorious. Look at this, man. Isaiah 60 and 13, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. All right, the Lord's feet. What is the Lord's feet? All right. All right, what is the Lord going to beautify? Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands. The Lord is not dwelling in the churches. He's not dealing with the preachers. No, he's dealing with the prophets on the corner. He's dealing with the elders and apostles, a great millstone that's teaching 144% truth. All right, the preachers, they're still eating shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork. A lot of those people that go to church, they're still eating abominable food. A lot of people that's in church, you have a lot of sodomites, a lot of lesbians, a lot of people in that LG, you know what, that's in those churches, man. The Lord is not dwelling in those churches. Heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool. So what does the Lord put his foot on? What does the Lord say? I'm going to make my feet glorious. He's going to beautify the earth. Instead of it being all gross, polluted, you know, concrete jungle, the Lord's going to refurbish it with that fire. Certain places are going to be hit with those missiles, but it's going to refurbish the earth. It's going to be as a cleansing agent to bring everything to back how it's supposed to be. What house will you build me, said the Lord? What is the place of my rest? You can't build the Lord a church, man. Oh yeah, I'm going to build the Lord a church and we're going to come in here and worship. That's not it. So yeah, the Lord is going to make his place glorious, man. All right, the earth. The sons also that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. Who afflicted us? All these heathen nations. They're not going to be a part of our kingdom. They're going to be serving us. as slaves and servants and handmaids. And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. They're going to serve us. And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion, the Holy One of Israel. Not all nations. Pure cut. Let's get this and we're going to close it out. So I'll say that to say this, man. The Lord is not dealing with all nations. Matter of fact, the Lord said he's going to destroy the nations that have not known him. Lord willing, I can find that. Isaiah 14:2, and the people shall take them. What people? The Israelites. And bring them to their place in the house of Israel. Did it say the house of Edomites? Did it say the house of Ammon? Did it say the house of Ham? No, it said the house of Israel. Shall possess them in the land for the Lord for servants and handmaids. That's what the so-called whites is going to be doing in the kingdom. That's what the Chinese, the Arabs, the Africans, they're going to be servants in the kingdom of heaven. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. Who had us in slavery? Who was lynching us? Who was rape, robbing, and murdering us? Who were we captives under? They're going to be captives to us. And they shall rule over their oppressors. I can close the book right there, man. It's done. It's done. It's over. I could literally be, it's, punish the nations not known me. And we can close it with this. Lord will not find it. So yeah, man, the Lord is about to go in. Ooh, that's a fire scripture too. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, man. The Lord's about to get these people, man. Isaiah, punish the nation. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. If I can't find it, I'm gonna be so heated. But it's a scripture where the Lord said he's gonna punish the nations, that don't know him. Let me see if I can pull it up a different way. Ooh, is it right here? Ooh, hold on. It wasn't what I wanted, but it'll do. All right, it'll do, man. All right, so this is Acts 7:7. It says, "And the nation to whom they shall be in bondage will I judge, say Yahweh, and after they shall come forth and serve me in this place." Let's go up to the New Living Translation. "But I will punish the nation that enslaves them." Who is enslaving us, man? They're going to get punished. Yahweh said in the end, they will come out and worship me here in this place. Man, we about to see some glorious deliverance. All right, the Lord's going to take care of us. So with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the Ruwa, the Teachwa, the Toss His Truth. And hearty shalom to all the Akim and Aqua tuning in. Shalom to the sister. Hey, man, we almost out of here, man. Keep enduring, keep staying with this truth. And shalom.